Everyone. Take two here. I have a very busy dog to start with me. Let's begin by getting into our mindful body. Taking a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. And what I love about little opportunities like that, when Uma, the diggy dog, came in and I was pretty busy, knocked over my light, wouldn't stop chewing me, is that we get a chance to put our mettle to the test, right? We get a chance to understand, are we able to keep it together when we don't have ideal circumstances? And of course, that's what we want. We want to be able to review and be mindful of our state and emotions and stay pretty regulated even when we don't have control. As first world people, we like a heck of a lot of control, especially since the advent of globalization. And we feel very unsettled by lack of control. If our cell phone network is down, if there's traffic, if we have to wait in line, we are pretty miserable, and that's pretty dumb. So, I guess dumb's not the right word, but what we're looking for is, we can't have total control in life. We're going to need to be able to keep it together even when circumstances are less than ideal. And that's how we show the true resilience and strength of our characters. And we're beginning by getting into the mindful body. Choosing a posture that is strong, straight. Just center the video a little bit better. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. I wasn't sure exactly what to go over in today's class. I had a few different submissions. Most of them have to do with real nervousness for Canadians about what's going to happen once Donald Trump is in office. Is our economy going to be affected? And, inflation and unemployment get worse, all that. So lots of worry about how to keep it together when we have enormous global circumstances beyond our control that may affect our ability to care for our families. And so what I'd like us to do is just sit with the breath and sound for a couple moments as we settle into our bodies. Noticing where the feet make contact with the ground, where the sits bones support us, straightening and strengthening the spine. And noticing the rise and fall of the chest as we continue to breathe. And just exhaling deeply, letting go of everything that is tied up in knots in the body as we worry about what's coming. Doesn't mean we are not going to be proactive. Doesn't mean we have to tune out the news and just put our heads in the sand. What we're looking for right now is awareness of where the worry has collected in our body. You may be noticing it in a lack of sleep, in a shortness of temper. You may notice your change in behavior. Let's take a look at where it's collecting within the body. Are there more aches and pains and stiffness, holding ourselves tensely? And let's go ahead and do a body scan now. We'll begin at the feet. Just envisioning a white light of loving forgiveness and kindness and connection and compassion with all humanity and all life. Just envision that washing through the body from the big toe into the heel, allowing that cleaning, loving wave to move through the body, up through the calves, toward the knees. I'm just staying with the knees for a moment, noticing on our journey if there is any place in your body that is collecting tension or where you're feeling more pain. Stop there for a little bit longer, visualizing ease, clarity, comfort, freedom of movement, relaxation. Sending our awareness further up the body towards the hips, arriving at the belly. Inhaling and exhaling deeply, noticing the rise and fall of the torso, allowing the belly to relax completely, allowing the torso to fill completely. Let's call to mind a favorite fragrance. This is something I do with singers to train a relaxed, deep breath. Meditators sometimes have the same question. How do I breathe? Do I belly breathe? Do I breathe from the diaphragm? And basically, breathing is involuntary. So let's just do it. But what we do want to do is take a very deep breath and a relaxed breath. And since the lungs extend down to basically, the hips around that area, if we relax our abdomen, then we will take a deeper breath. And so let's call to mind a favorite smell, because that's one way that we can practice taking a very deep breath by calling upon a circumstance that is very natural to us, which is inhaling something we love. So maybe it's your mom's cooking, bacon, gardenias, cinnamon buns, you name it. Find a favorite smell and visualize it. And just notice how the entire body opens to receive that decadent, wonderful gift of fragrance. Let's do that a few times so we can practice expanding the torso with the breath and relaxing the belly simultaneously. Let's try to inhale for a count of 4. And let's hold that for 4. And now let's exhale for 4. This time, if you can, there's no pressure. I'm actually struggling right now with a lung problem, so it's hard for me to breathe deeply. Let's exhale for 8 this time. So inhaling deeply for a count of 4. And holding for a count of 4. Now exhaling for 8. All right, let's take our journey further with this white light of loving compassion, kindness, forgiveness, ease, relaxation, patience. And let's scrub the body with it. Let's continue up through the torso, stopping for a moment at the heart chakra. And just inhaling and exhaling, feeling the heart area lift and lower under our hands. And just being very thankful for the wonderful gift of this muscle that works in the invisible, like a sled dog working hard. Keep it all going. Giving thanks to this perfect and imperfect body for being carriers on this journey. And let's send our awareness up through the neck and head, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, Shoulders and face are definitely where we store a lot of tension. So just noticing what it feels like to really relax the shoulders. Let's raise them up towards the ears for a count of 3 and let them free. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale, releasing the shoulders. Let's do the same with the face. We'll spend a moment here with this white light of compassion and love and ease, the absence of fear, the absence of worry, allowing ourselves to be cared for by this divine connection to loving kindness. Relaxing the forehead, relaxing the mouth into a gentle smile. All the while continuing to sit with the breath. I encourage you to continue this practice all week. We will be sitting with this topic for probably a couple more weeks. I expect next week we will pick up mindfulness of thoughts and emotions related to fear and worry about the future. If we can prepare ourselves for that mental work by observing the body, being mindful of the body, giving the body ease, allowing the body to process and release, that would be very, very helpful. Often we really store pain and trauma in the body in a way that we are simply not conscious of. And for men, that's probably a lot more unconscious than women, just because of the way we're socialized. So sitting with that a little bit this week would be excellent while you're driving, in the morning, in the evening, anytime you have a moment to be aware of the body, to allow it to relax and release. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next week.